another video, and well, recently you may have noticed that we got a image pretty much showing off some silhouettes of some new plushies coming out for Jurassic World Rebirth, and they've revealed some interesting things to say the least. And yeah, I decided I just kind of want to talk about them and generally what the silhouettes kind of say about the designs. And also I made concepts, since we only have silhouettes of these designs. I just kind of made what the plushies might actually look like based off of these silhouettes. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to show those off as well. But anyway, first I'm going to start off with the one in the middle, which I did not make. That is actually the official T-Rex plushie, but that plushie is already released for previous series, and now they're releasing it alongside these new ones. So yeah, there's nothing too interesting. I'm just going to skip over that for now. But we're going to talk about Mosasaurus. First off, I did give it more of a tealish green color because the rumors say that it's going to be a little bit more accurate and more tealish green. Though, to be fair, this guy has spikes, and the rumors kind of have it without spikes, so I don't really know. Again, this might just be like kind of based off the old Jurassic World Mosasaurus for some reason, but yeah, I just made it this coloration. Besides that, on the concept I think I actually moved the eye a little bit too far forward and made it a bit too small. Probably should be back a little bit more bigger. But yeah, we're getting a Mosasaurus plushie. Anyways, we are also getting another species, which is some sort of ceratopsian, which is most likely aquilops, since it doesn't really look like a triceratops or any other ceratopsian we have in the franchise. And aquilops have been heavily rumored so far. I mean, I guess this could be Microceratops, but since aquilops has been heavily rumored and some other things pointing to aquilops and some leaks we've gotten showing some toys that have aquilops listed, it's most likely going to be aquilops. And yeah, generally it does kind of look like a protoceratops or something like that, since it does kind of look quadrupedal. Hopefully the one in the film is not quadrupedal, since aquilops was not quadrupedal. If it is, I find that kind of ridiculous, since why would they bring in aquilops when they just introduced Microceratops in the previous film and it was actually kind of quadrupedal in that film, so they could have just had that come back. But anyways, we're getting aquilops. We are also getting a Quetzalcoatlus redesign, which basically first I'm going to talk about all these creatures a little bit more in like a full-length video when I get some time to do those. But for I've seen some concepts, and the first concept I saw made me not really, I kind of really disliked it, and the fact that we already had a perfect Quetzalcoatlus pretty much kind of just made it worse. And I've seen some other more concepts, but now I do like the newer concepts I've seen for it. And if it looks closer to those in the film, then I'll be happy, but still, I don't understand why they redesigned Quetzalcoatlus instead of just bringing in Hatzegopterus or some other ones. But it actually may be a Hatzegopterus, since I don't think we have anything to... Okay, I could be wrong about this, but I don't think there's any official source, like a toy listing or anything like that, saying directly that this is Quetzalcoatlus. But it's been rumored to be Quetzalcoatlus, so it could definitely be something else, though I don't see much saying that it's not. But yeah, anyways, we're going to talk about probably the creature I dislike the most, this stupid Titanosaurus. Why is this thing going to be in the film, and why does it look like this? This basically, we already got like a listing saying that we're getting Titanosaurus, which was already bad enough, but then this plushie basically confirms its rumored design. And yeah, I hate everything to do with this creature. First thing, Titanosaurus is not a valid species anymore. It's dubious now. And there are many other, pretty much it is very fragmentary remains and probably does not exist, though technically we cannot prove that it doesn't exist. So that's why it's considered dubious. But it's most likely not an actual animal. And other animals that are lumped into it that are now been put into their own species are pretty decent sized animals, but for Titanosaurs or even sauropod standards, they're really small. Smaller than any other sauropod in the franchise. And even if we're going off like one of the largest ones that used to be lumped into Titanosaurus, being Isosaurus, it's still smaller than any sauropod in the franchise. So I don't know why they're trying to pull this off as the largest dinosaur. I just find that ridiculous when Argentinosaurus is a type of Titanosaur and is literally considered to be one of, if not the largest dinosaurs. While on the other hand, another thing I have an issue with its whole design. It literally looks nothing like any Titanosaur, let alone what Titanosaurus is supposed to be. So yeah, I don't know why they gave it like ridiculous looking sails and then sort of like a weird head that vaguely looks like a Camarasaurus head, but even wider. When instead they could have just slapped some armor on this thing and gave it an actual Titanosaur head, or even better, just stick with the Dreadnoughtus they already had from Dominion, or again, just make Argentinosaurus, give it some armor. And if they really wanted to go with Titanosaurus, I still kind of hate that they would go with Titanosaurus, but they should have just based it off of Isosaurus, made it look like, give it a thicker neck, and generally just more stocky proportions, just to make it look very different from the other sauropods, and then give it some absurd armor, since they would have had armor. And again, if you're going to go speculative, at least go speculative with something we know it probably would have had. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of this species, but the plushie I guess might be alright. Anyways, we have the last one, which is a creature that's pretty much been confirmed. and I based this concept off of its rumored design. It's Spinosaurus. Spinosaurus, again, from the rumored design, it's pretty much just an accurate Spinosaurus, except without a neck. Though, to be fair, that may just be an exaggeration. Honestly, I actually do really like the rumored design besides the lack of neck. The lack of neck is the only issue I have with it. Otherwise, I think the Spinosaurus rumored design is great. And is, in fact, pretty much of all the rumored species, it's the only one which I've seen its design and actually am kind of hoping it's actually in the film. All the other rumored designs, I pretty much hate those things being in the film. Also, the aquilops, I guess, is pretty good, but I haven't seen any rumored design for it, really. But yeah, Spinosaurus. Based off that design, I've seen it most times constructed with like blue with some yellow pattern, so that's why I gave onto this plushie concept. So yeah, generally, I don't really know. Again, these plushies, I'm pretty sure these plushies are actually pretty official, so these pretty much is confirmed that we're getting all these species. And later on, I will go in depth with each one of these species a little bit more. I've already done it with Titanosaurus and aquilops, though I might do another one with Titanosaurus, since I still have some other things to say about it. But yeah, generally, what are your guys' opinions on these plushies and my concepts that I made for them based off their silhouettes? What's your opinion on each one of these species being in the film? Is there ones that you like? Is there ones that you dislike? And also, one thing I'm going to add on to the end of this, we don't have any plushie for the villain dinosaur, which is, we still don't know what the villain dinosaur is, but it better not be that weird mutant hybrid TRex abomination. If it's that, I'm never watching a Jurassic film or doing anything with the Jurassic franchise ever again. Really hoping that that rumor ends up being fake, though it's not looking too good, seeing that pretty much all these other rumors have been confirmed. And, like, why didn't they just go with a hybrid? I'm pretty sure they just want to go with a hybrid, but they just don't want to call it a hybrid if they do go with the mutant hybrid thingy. And then we also have the Titanosaurus, which is basically just a hybrid already. I honestly don't know what they're doing with this next film. Again, I have hope that it's going to be good, but there's a lot of things pointing to the fact that it's going to be very questionable. Well, we won't really know until we get like a trailer or anything, or see some toilets and stuff. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!